So I hope my screen visible to everyone.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So we'll discuss about the roadmap and all. Okay. So guys, we are starting the CCNP that module, CCNP Enterprise. CCNP Enterprise basically have two modules. The one is going to known as the CCNP ENCOR. Another is going to be known as the CCNP NRC. So first we'll understand what is a CCNP ENCOR and what is CCNP NRC and which module is going to be used for you and why that module is going to be used for you. So if you go for the any kind of the learning roadmap for the Cisco, so there are a lot of certification available in the market. You can see we have the CCNF, we have the CCNP, we have the CCI, and also we have the CCDE. You guys are getting any noise from my side, or it's fine?
All good, sir.
All
All
good,
good.
sir. It's fine.
Okay, that's fine. That's noise cancellation is working fine for my side. All right. So there are a lot of certification available. You guys see there is a intern level of certifications, there are associate level of certification, professional level certification, and expert level of certifications. So basically, I know we are in the professional certification discussion. So we are going to target about the CCNP. CCNP have the multiple flavors. So what flavor we are going to cover, I'll explain. But someone who want to build their career in the networking, they must be have the good knowledge of the CCNA. If they don't have the knowledge of the CCNA, they cannot go for the CCNP. Means your basic routing switching, that should be strong. Nowadays, not only routing switching, your SDN concept, right? Plus network automations, that also part of your journey. Means you don't have the, just only dependent on the routing and switching. That's not going to help because CCN itself has included about the network automation. Let me show you the CCNA syllabus, latest one. So if you guys not aware of CCNA, what all syllabus have, so you should know about that as well. So if you go here and check the CCNA syllabus, there are a lot of new topics. They are network fundamental, network access, IP connectivity, IP services, security fundamental, and automation and programmability. So earlier that CCNA was just focused on the routing and switching, but nowadays CCNA is more about the align with the network automations, network security, and networking fundamental also. So you can see network automation and programmability is also available on these particular sections. Similarly, you are going to get the same kind of concept on CCNP, same concept of things on the CCI as well if you're going to plan for CCI and CCNP as well. So there are a lot of things like REST API, you have to understand the CRUD, HTTP works, data encoding, right? Recognize the capability, configuration management as such as Ansible and Terraform. So a lot of things might be not heard in the CCNA in past, right? But these all you must know about the CCNA. So, and security also, you should know about the VPN concept, you should know about the wireless security concept, DSCP, like how the firewall's next generation function is going to happen. And also in network fundamental, you should know about the like different kind of the IPv6 concept also you should know about that. And SDN concept definitely Cisco DNS Center, what is WLC, and other component also you should know about that. So in short, if you are doing the latest CCNA, then you are going to get a lot of new topic inside of CCNA, and that is going to help build a very good and solid career about the CCNP and CCI. So that's why it's always recommended. If someone not covered the CCNA latest after 2020, they should must go with the CCNA syllabus and understand the topic wise, and then definitely we'll discuss the CCNP in detail. So this is the how CCNA syllabus is going to look like. So you have to start your journey with a CCNA if you are just a beginner in the networking. But if you already done the CCNA and you have the very good routing switching knowledge, then probably you can directly start with a CCNP. CCNP have the lot of modules. You can see CCNP collaboration. This is all about the VoIP solution and all. CCNP Enterprise. This is what we are talking. Means CCNP Enterprise have the your CCNP ENCOR module and CCNP NRC module. You can see ENCOR is a mandatory and NRC you can select. Also, you can go with the SD-WAN also. If you want to do the SD-WAN also, you can go with the SD-WAN. There is automations. There are like wireless. A lot of things are there. But you can go for the automation if you want to do the automations as well. Then there is a different track, CCNP security, and then CCNP cyber security. So if you have the more aligned with the cyber security and security, you can follow this track. And core exam is going to be S core for this CCNP security. And for cyber security, if you go for the 350-201 CBR core exam. So this is going to help for the cyber security. So we are not going to touch this CCNP security. Sorry. My bad. So we are not going to touch this CCNP security and cyber security and collaborations. I'm assuming everyone have the very good knowledge, not might be the latest CCNA knowledge, but they have the knowledge of networking fundamental. They know how router work, how switching work, basic routing protocol like EIGRP. If they have the knowledge, that's a good. They have the little bit static routing information, RIP information, OSPF information. That is going to add an advantage. But we are going to cover fully CCNP Enterprise. To pass CCNP Enterprise exam, the very first mandatory exam is going to be CCNP ENCOR. Means you just have to go and complete the CCNP ENCOR. If you're not going to complete CCNP ENCOR, you are not going to become a CCNP Enterprise engineer. Then after this is the main core exam, then you have to select one elective exam. Out of this SD-WAN, automation, wireless, and advanced routing. So there is another module we are going to cover is the CCNP NRC. So these two modules we are going to cover. Means CCNP ENCOR is going to be your first module where you're going to understand about networking fundamental. And CCNP NRC is going to be your second module where you are going to learn about the advanced routing. I will show you what all topic we are going to cover in CCNP ENCOR and what is the all topic we are going to cover in CCNP NRC. Now, if you have a dream to become a CCI engineer, if you want to become a CCI engineer, the first criteria you have to pass this exam. If you're not going to pass, means CCI have the enterprise infrastructure. There are a lot of modules you can see. CCI have the wireless, CCI have a security, CCI have a service provider, CCI have the automation, CCI have the collaboration, CCI have the data center. But we are talking about the CCI enterprise infrastructure exam. So if you want to become a CCI EI enterprise infrastructure, that equivalent routing switching, the very first exam, you can see this exam, 350-401. You must have to pass this exam. Then you have to go for the CCI lab exam. That is going to be 8 hours lab exam. Means out of 8 hours, 3 hours is going to be your MCQ questions and 5 hours is going to complete the labs. So 8 hours you have to go and give the lab exam. Then you are going to be certified that CCI Enterprise Infrastructure Engineer. So very first thing, you have to do that 350-401. This is the very first thing. If you are not going to do that, you are not going to be eligible for CCI exam. And even you want to become a CCNP certified engineer, you have to, might be you can go and learn the CCNP, means CCNP NRC, or you can just learn the SD-WAN. That is also possible. Absolutely fine. You can just go that. But if you want to become an enterprise CCNP specialist, you have to clear the CCNP ENCOR exam. That is a Bible of networking. Means everything we are going to get in the CCNP ENCOR, which is required for the modern networking technologies. Means whatever you want to do that modern networking technology, that is going to be there inside of the CCNP ENCOR. I hope it's clear to everyone. समझ आ रहा है सबको? Any doubt till here about the certification roadmap? So I'm assuming everyone who in the class, सबको CCNA की knowledge होगी. They know the basic routing switching fundamentals. They know how the all the networking component works. What is the router? What is the switches? What is the layer 3 switches? What is the my little bit advanced routing concept? So we can proceed with the CCNP ENCOR. ENCOR is more about the theory, less about the practical. So if I go for the ENCOR topics, let me show you. If I go here and just search CCNP ENCOR exam topic, and also I will show you NRC syllabus. So you'll find that what is the difference we have in the ENCOR and NRC. So if you are going to start with the ENCOR, so ENCOR having the earlier exam 350-401, and this is going to retire in this month only, 18th of March. This is the exam is going to retire. Means anyone who is planning to give the exam for CCNP ENCOR version 1.1, this exam is last due for the 18th March. Means this certification is available till 18th March, and after that, this has been completely going to be outdated from the market. So you have to be aligned with the new certification plan. So what is the new certification plan? Your topic is going to be same. Means whatever topic it's available, you can say this is going to be same. Means they have the architecture, virtualizations, infrastructure, right? We have the network assurance, we have the security, we have the automation. The weightages are almost same, 15%, 10%, 30%, 10%, 20%, 15%. These all are same. But if I go for the new exam, that is the first date for the test test for this exam is 19th March. So you guys are going to definitely give this exam and not this one, because even our course is not going to finish by 18th of March. So we are going to learn this particular new one, version 1.2. And in this version 1.2, you can see there are almost similar topics. Means we have the architecture, virtualization, infrastructure, network assurance, security, network automation, and artificial intelligence. Earlier it was just automations, but now they have renamed as a automation plus AI, because AI is now a trend. So what we are earlier learning in this CCNP in core, that was the main concern was, means earlier in this exam, we have the wireless concept. But in this exam, wireless fundamental has been removed completely. Means in CCNP, they remove the wireless and completely they build the new track. Means if you really want to become a champion for the wireless, you just go for the wireless track and you can just learn about the wireless. And in core, you just have to understand about the architecture of the networking. Means detail architecture of networking, means how network infrastructure can be designed, किस तरीके से layer 3 layer 2 means network हम design करते हैं, how we can build the WAN infrastructure, how we can build the SDN infrastructure, how we can build the FHRP SSO, what is the Catalyst SD-WAN solution, what is Cisco SD-WAN solutions. means ये आपको डिटेल में लैब के साथ नहीं मिलेगा, बट एटलीस्ट यू नो आर्किटेक्चर कैसा होता है. मीन्स हाउ यू कैन डिजाइन द नेटवर्क, हाउ यू कैन बिल्ड द नेटवर्क. Those all things are going to cover in the architectures. You can see, means explain difference between the design and principle using the enterprise network. So अगर आपको कोई enterprise network design करना है, so you guys must know how we can design the enterprise network. means यहाँ से आपकी design capabilities build होती है कि LAN में हम किस तरह के architecture करते हैं, WAN में किस तरह का architecture करते हैं, and how we are going to connect the LAN WAN, how we can build the resiliency between the LAN and WAN, how we can design some network where we have the quick failure. If any quick failure is going to happen, we have the auto failover. That quick auto failover is going to be happen. How my tier 2 network is going to be designed, how my tier 3 network is going to be designed, what is the fabric, what is the cloud, how we can design the high availability such as the FHRP SSO, right? Also we have to understand Cisco Catalyst SD-WAN solutions, SD-WAN control and data plane element we have to understand. Like also we have to understand the benefits and limitation of the Catalyst SD-WAN solutions. Means why basically we use that. What is the SD access control, means how we can design the SD access, how SD access and SDN is going to be look like in terms of the overall 360 deployment in network, right? How we can configure the QS. That all we have to understand in the first module. That is going to give the insight of that entire of your portfolio of the networking. Means if you are going to understand architecture, you are going to be champion of LAN design, WAN design, and SDN design. किस तरीके से लगता है, कैसे काम करता है और कैसे कम्युनिकेट करते हैं, ये सारी चीजें आप यहाँ पे आर्किटेक्चर, बट इट्स मोर अबाउट द थ्योरी. 90% things is going to be theory. Something I will cover that FHRPSSO as a practical also, but 90% things is going to be theory. So you guys are going to be learn lot of theory, which is going to help to clear your interview. So ये सारी चीजें आप यहाँ पे सीखोगे. फिर आती है बात.
सर मेरा एक क्वेश्चन है।
यस ब्रजवासन पूछिए.
सर मैं पूछ रहा था, सपोज किसी का इंटरेस्टेड नेटवर्क सिक्योरिटी या साइबर सिक्योरिटी में है, तो ओनली सीसीएनए इज सब एनफ या सीसीएनपी एनकोर भी करना पड़ेगा?
देखो, जो प्री रिक्विजिट है ना, इफ समवन इज रियली विलिंग टू गो इन नेटवर्क सिक्योरिटी साइबर सिक्योरिटी, तो सबसे पहला सीसीएनए आपको करना है. ठीक है. देन यू
यस।
कैन गो फॉर द एनी फायरवॉल. ठीक है. एनी साइबर सिक्योरिटी ट्रैक, या फिर आप क्लाउड में जा सकते हो, जो भी आप करना चाहो, लेकिन ये आपके प्रीरिक्विजिट है. दैट इज रिकमेंडेड, आपको इतना नॉलेज होना चाहिए. लेकिन अगर आप सीसीएनपी भी कर लेते हो ना, तो आपके लिए बहुत अच्छा एक प्लेटफॉर्म रहेगा. सीसीएनपी इज क्वाइट गुड, राइट. आपको एडवांस राउटिंग नॉलेज हो जाएगी, एडवांस एसडीएन कॉन्सेप्ट का नॉलेज हो जाएगा. तो अगर कर सकते हो तो यू कैन डू दैट, बट इफ यू रियली वांट टू गो ऑन दिस ट्रैक, सो सीसीएनए इज गुड फॉर दैट, नो प्रॉब्लम. ओके
तो
ब्रिजवासन.
क्या है ना सर, मैंने देखा है कि बहुत सारा मतलब अब्रॉड कंपनी है जो कि मल्टी मतलब उन लोगों को राउटिंग स्विचिंग भी चाहिए, जैसा ओएसपीएफ का थोड़ा नॉलेज होना चाहिए और सिक्योरिटी का भी नॉलेज होना, वो मल्टी स्किल वाला कैंडिडेट को ज्यादा लुक करते हैं। तो इंडिया में लेकिन क्या है ना, सिक्योरिटी का अलग है, एंटरप्राइज का अलग इंजीनियर है, सिक्योरिटी का अलग इंजीनियर, ऐसा ही है। लेकिन मैक्सिमम अब्रॉड मैंने देखा है कि उनको 7-8 साल एक्सपीरियंस होना चाहिए और उसके पास इतना ही स्किल होना चाहिए। तो इसलिए मैंने पूछा कि
नहीं नहीं, डेफिनेटली देखो, इफ यू हैव द मल्टी स्किल, दैट्स आई एम सेइंग ना, इफ यू हैव द मल्टी स्किल का तो कोई सब्स्टिट्यूट ही नहीं है. मींस इफ यू हैव द सीसीएनए नॉलेज, राइट, लेट मी यूज डिफरेंट कलर. इफ यू हैव द सीसीएनए नॉलेज, if you have the CCNP knowledge, right, if you have the firewall knowledge, right, if you have any kind of the cyber security, या प्लस आपका F5 LTM, जितना आप स्किल ऐड करोगे यू आर गोइंग टू गेट मोर वैल्यू. लाइक आप सैसी की तरफ जा सकते हो, एसडी वैन की तरफ जा सकते हो, राइट. आपको ऐड करना, बट इट विल टेक टाइम. ये तुरंत ऐसा नहीं कि आपने भी पढ़ाई
हाँ,
किया,
ये
इट विल टेक टाइम. इसलिए एक्सपीरियंस बोला जाता है. वाई एक्सपीरियंस नीडेड? एक्सपीरियंस इसलिए होता है कि जैसे जैसे आपका एक्सपीरियंस होता है, यू लर्न. मीन्स आपने अगर 1 से 3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस है, चलो आपने सीसीएनए सीसीएनपी कर लिया, दैट इज द रिकमेंडेड कि 3 साल में आप इतना कर सकते हो. फिर जब आपका 3 to 6 हुआ, सो यू ऐड द एस डी वैन प्लस कोई एक फारवर्ड रख लिया, जैसे मान के चलो पोलो ऑल्टो आपने पढ़ लिया. ठीक है. फिर अगर आपका 6 to अगर सपोज करो 12 हुआ, तो फिर आप यहाँ पे आप 40 गेट फारवर्ड भी कर सकते हो. ठीक है. आप इसमें आप प्रॉक्सी के बारे में पढ़ सकते हो. आप इसके बाद सैसी की तरफ जा सकते हो, राइट. आप अगर और भी पढ़ना चाहो तो क्लाउड की तरफ जा सकते हो. आप सपोज करो कि 12+ हो गया, तो आप इसमें F5 लोड बैलेंस, मतलब कहीं भी यू जस्ट हैव टू ऐड मोर एंड मोर स्किल्स व्हेनेवर यू ग्रो. यू जस्ट हैव टू, आई होप एवरीवन इज एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड. लैंग्वेज इशू किसी को तो नहीं है ना? एनीवन हैव एनी लैंग्वेज इशू? अमृता, आई नो यू हैव a little bit, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Anyone else have the
I
language issue?
All good, sir.
Okay, all good. So Amrita only have the language. Okay, no problem, Amrita. So try to understand. Ask me if you're not able to understand. So CCNA, CCNP is the first, your baby steps. Then you have to go for the advanced topic like SD-WAN, Palo Alto. Then you go for the FortiGate, Palo Alto, means proxy, SASE solution, cloud. Means the more you get experience, you more have to be add the skill set in your profile, portfolio. That is known as a continuous learning. Means if you're not going to do the continuous learning approach, then you are not going to grow. Only people are going to grow in the market who have the mindset to learn continuous and add new skills in their CV. If someone have just done the CCNA, they just done the CCNP and having the 10+ experience, how much CTC he can earn? Maximum 10 to 15 lakh, not more than that. Nobody's going to pay after 10 to 15. Even it's the highest level of CTC. 10+ is the highest for CCN and CCNP. So if you want to earn more, you have to learn more. That's simple mathematics. If you're not going to learn, you're not going to earn. So you have to earn lot of certification, lot of skills in your CV, then you're going to earn lot of money. ठीक है? Clear to everyone? Brijvasan?
Yes, sir.
All right. Give me 1 second, guys. 1 second. So this is how your roadmap is going to happen. So let me back for the topic again. So in this topic, you can see here.
Hello, sir. Can you hear
Yes.
me? Sir, without degree also we done like we are going to learn like CCNA, CCNP. After that, we can get job, right, sir?
Yes, CCNA, CCNP, you can get the job easily. Even
We,
after doing a CCNA, you can get the easily 3 to 5 LPA job in the market. If you
actually,
have a
we
good knowledge of
have,
CCNA,
yeah. We have 4 year experience, but we don't have degree. So we done this thing, CCNA. So after the company will hire, right?
degree means certification you are talking about, CCNA certification.
Like a degree, 3 year degree. We don't have 3 year degree. So, but we
Okay.
done like a CCNA certification.
So the degree is also sometime important if you're looking for the any kind of the big MNC,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like you have a dream to become a part of TCS, ACL, right? Wipro,
Mm-hmm.
TechM, like that company. Any big company MNC, they
Mm-hmm.
need a graduation degree, minimum graduation degree, and that graduation degree is going to be like full-time 4 year degree or 3 year degree, like any any BCom, BCA. If you've done the MCA also, any you have the kind of the BTech degree, that is going to help to shortlist your CV. If you don't have that degree, probably they will not shortlist. But for the smaller company, if you're
Okay.
looking for the smaller company, they might be hire you, but degree is very important. You might be have to do that degree from the any kind of the open university if you don't have. So you can get the good job. You're not going to grow a lot. Even you have the good certification, good knowledge. But if you want to get more salary, if you want to do more kind of the grow in your career, then Sujay, degree is also very important for you. Make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, I got it.
Got it, now?
Yeah. Because degree is a basement, right?
Yeah. Degree is like important. Means if you want to
So
go
if
in
you are going online degree also, they will agree, right?
online means there are the open university. You can just go and grab those degree. What I can see, bosses is giving the degree. You might be not have to be regular on their classes, but still you can get a degree after doing the online learning.
So
So
some Manipal University also they give
Manipal
online
is
degree.
also offering that kind of the yeah.
I got it.
So you can get that, no problem. Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So I was talking about the architectures. There are a lot of you can see theoretical topic available in the architectures, and then we have the virtualization. So virtualization is about you have to learn about the different hypervisor, like what is a hypervisor, what is a virtual machine, what is the virtual switching, what is the VRF, what is the IPsec, what is the GRE. So you can see means virtualization is one of the key concept nowadays in networking. Means every data centers, if you're talking about every data center, every private cloud, every public cloud, everywhere virtualization is using. So that's why Cisco smartly put this particular module in the CCNP. So people aware about what is the virtualizations. Means if somebody is going to say you, hey, can you deploy one of the virtual firewall? How you can deploy the virtual firewall? Any know that? How virtual firewall or virtual router can be deployed? Router, switch, any idea? Firewall, how we can deploy that? I mean, physically we know that we just go and buy the router or switches or firewall from the market. But what about the virtual? Any idea how we can deploy the virtual firewall switches?
We need to install the VMware, sir.
Okay. So VMware we need to install, right?
Yeah, and
Where
then
we can install the
download.
VMware? We require any device or what?
Yeah, on the PC or on the laptop.
So if I need a PC and laptop, then why not I can just purchase the laptop directly? Why I need a VM? Make sense?
Yeah.
Virtualize means
Sorry,
so
Sujay?
virtualize means one server we are running
Yes,
multiple applications, right? Like that,
yes,
multiple
right.
server, right?
Right, that's the correct way. So what is going to
Yeah.
happen? Generally, virtualization, how work? You need to build a big server. That's a big server is going to be a physical server.
Yeah, physical server. Then we are running multiple this thing operating system like the servers we
Physical
have created.
server which have the very big RAM. Might be they have the 1 TB RAM. Just giving the example, even more. Not it's RAM. Might be they have 10 TB SSD. Might they have the 96 core CPU. So inside of this particular big server, you can build a lot of small PC. You can build a lot of small PC by creating the VMs. And these small PC might be have the 8 GB RAM, might be 100 GB SSD, right? Or 10 vCPU. So these all is going to part of this virtual machines. Means whatever we have, this all physical servers, right? This physical server can create a lot of machines, and then it is going to be create a lot of kind of the hardware distributions from the major hardware section, from the RAM, TB, means SSD and the CPU. So whatever you have, you can just do that, and based on that, you can make the connectivity. So in short, if I talk about the hypervisor virtual machines, this is the part of your daily basis. Means you can see, let me show you one of the example. This is my VMware. In this VMware, you can see I have a lot of you can see a lot of VM is available. So this ESXi is running on the server. That might be any server you can purchase. You can just go and search any Dell server or any HP server. These HP servers are basically hardware. You can see the pricings are going to very high depending on which model you're purchasing. So you can see these are the servers. Under this server, you have you can see up to 3 terabyte. You can install the RAM, DDR4 RAM. You have the 24 DDIM slots also. We are going to get the networking ports like four port for the 1 gig, and also you can extend the flexible port also for the 10G and 25G also. 3-year warranty. The rack unit is going to be 1 RU. They also giving the processor, that is a processor 28 core, that is going to be almost 56 core total, because they have two slots, and 56 into 2 is going to be I believe 1112 total core is going to be there. So based on that, and also you can install the SSD also. Means if you want to you install the SSD detail is not there, but you can install the SSD as well. Means storage, you can see here lot of storage available, 960 GB terabyte you can install. Even you can install more than that. So based on that, you can just increase or decrease your all the capacity. And these servers are going to be run the hypervisor like VMware ESXi. We have other solutions as well available in the market. So if I go here, you can see the virtual machines. We have the VRF configurations. We have GRE IPsec. We have the libs and VXLAN concept also. So these all we are going to understand theoretically. I will show some practical lab also because we have that all setups. Along with, we'll understand how the VRF, GRE, IPsec tunnel is going to be configured, how we can troubleshoot these all things. And also we understand the concept of the LIPS protocol. What is the LIPS? How it is going to work? Lisp, and how it is going to work, and what is a VXLAN and how it is going to work. So this is going to going to give the good understanding about the virtualizations, about how you can make the virtualization in your networking. Then after it is going to core. This is the infrastructures. This infrastructure is going to talk about how basically you are going to be do the switching concept like trunking protocol, ether channel, RSTP, MSTP, spanning tree, BPDU guard. You're going to learn about the EIGRP, OSPF. You're going to learn about the BGP. But these routings are going to be in basic level. in core. Basic level of routing. Why basic switching is going to be everything in detail, but routing is going to be basic level. Why? Because if you are going to be part of the CCNP NRC, CCNP NRC is going to cover every routing in very deep. Let me show you. See here. CCNP NRC is completely it's advanced routing. Means for the layer 3 point of view, you can see we have total 4 modules. You are going to be champion of the EIGRP. Everything means from 0 to hero level. Everything is going to cover in the EIGRP. Everything is going to cover in the OSPF. Everything going to cover in the BGP. So ENCOR is just basic. Means you're going to understand what is the point-to-point network, how the advanced vector protocol, what is the link state protocol, how the load balancing is going to happen. Means basic foundation are going to build here. Means basic configuration are going to do there. But NRC, all the scenario means whatever the possible scenario we have in NRC, means how AVR is going to be created, how ASVR is going to be created, what is the IPv6 integration with the OSPF, EIGRP, BGP, how RD, FD, FC successor, feasible successor, stub inactive, what is stub router, load balancing, matrix. This everything is going to cover in the EIGRP. That is the core and detailed fundamental of routing is going to be happen in the NRC. Similarly in the OSPF, similarly in the BGP. Along with that, in NRC, also you understand the troubleshooting concepts because 35% is just routing. Then you have the VPN. You are going to understand the MPLS concept. You are going to understand about the GRE, MGRE, DMVPN, IPsec, dynamic, IP. It's everything about your DMVPN. And then there are the infrastructure security tech acts, AAA, Radius, COP policy, Telnet, SSH, BGP, troubleshooting control plane, any issues if happening. And then we have the security, like how we can do the console, like Telnet, SSH, SNMP configuration, syslog, DSCP, means entire network things. If you want to just do the troubleshooting point of view, routing, switching, then most of things is routing related thing is going to happen in RC and switching is going to be in ENCOR. Clear? So definitely ENCOR is going to give the good overview about your routing protocols, EIGRP, OSPF, that definitely will learn BGP, but detail we are going to cover in the NRC. But switching is just in ENCOR. There is no switching in the NRC. NRC is all about the only routing. Then also we'll understand about the IP services, that how my network type protocol, NTP, PTP, how we can configure the NAT-PAT, how NAT-PAT is going to work, how we can configure the HSRP, VRRP, what is my multicast concept, how RFP work, how PIM work, how IGMP work, version 3, version 2, how SSM, how bidirectional, how MSDB protocol is going to work. So these all are going to cover in the your infrastructure sections. Then we're going to land in the network assurance. Network assurance. Network assurance is all about the troubleshooting sections. Means if you have to do the ping test, you have to take a trace route, you have to take the debug, conditional debug, you have to do the SNMP logs testing, you have to do the syslog testing, you have to configure the flexible flow, you have to configure the span, RSPAN, ERSPAN, you have to configure the IPSLA. How it is going to be happen? So it's more about your day-to-day troubleshooting. So if you're working in the NOC scenario, if you're working with the implementation engineer, even if you're working for the any kind of SOC scenario, so these concepts is going to be always used because you always have to do the ping test, trace route test, debug test, capture the packet, and also you have to do the SNMP log test, syslog log test. You have to apply some kind of the flexible flow, net flow. You have to monitor the ports for the span, RSPAN. You have to configure the IPSLA just to make sure my link is correctly working or not. So these things are very important, very critical, and I believe every engineer know about this, right? In addition of that, we also have to understand how Cisco Catalyst Center, that is the SDN concept, how we can configure monitor management, means manage the AI power network workflow. Means if you have the dashboard of the any kind of the Cisco DNA center, like Cisco vManage, like that is known as the manager, how we can onboard the devices, how we can connect the devices, how we can get the log from devices, how we can connect with the REST API, how REST API work, how NetConf work. This is also part of the network as well as, because modern network are going to use a protocol that is a NetConf and RESTConf. So we have to understand what is the NetConf and what is the RESTConf, and how basically they are going to work NetConf and RESTConf. So this is a part of the network assurance. So a lot of things we have to understand in the CCNP ENCOR. And then after fourth module, we have the fifth module is the security. In this security, we have to understand next generation firewall. What is the next generation firewalls? What is the trustsec and maxsec? What is the endpoint security? What is the threat defense? It's all theoretically, but it's a very key. Any network security engineer, if you don't have this all knowledge, might be you are not going to answer rightly any kind of scenario. You're not going to understand rightly any kind of scenario. Means somebody is going to ask something, so you don't have any idea what is threat defense, what is the endpoint security. So you are going to blank what is talking there. But if you're going to understand what is the meaning of threat defense, what is the endpoint security, what is the next generation firewall, what is the trustsec and maxsec, that is going to add a lot of skills in your mind, and you easily understand what is happening in my network, and you can talk about that or any problem is happening around your company or your customers. And also you have the ACLs, access control list. We are going to learn about the extended ACL, standard ACLs. We're also going to learn about the API security, how the REST API is going to work, because I'm going to use the Postman tool here. And based on that Postman tool, we are going to interact with the different kind of the like devices, like Nexus devices. I'm going to talk about the follower to firewall. I'm going to talk about the vManage. I'm going to talk about the Cisco DNS Center. And based on that, we're going to call the API, because also it's going to part of the automations. So what is the API? How API is going to work? What is the meaning of the API? What is the different HTTP verbs available in the market? What is the CRUD functions, means create, read, and update. These all things we have to understand, and core policy definitely we understand. And also you guys must know about that. What is the line and user based authentication? How we can authenticate and authorize that any user request by using the AAA concepts. This is also going to be there. So these all security feature is going to cover in the my fifth module. Last but not least, the automations. In this automation, it's going to be new for everyone. Means I will show you if you have to configure routers. Let's suppose there is a scenario. There is a 5 routers, R1, R2, R3. Let's suppose there are 3 routers. There is one PC available here, or might be 300 router. Let's suppose you make the R300. Take an example. This PC is connected with the management network. This is your management network. You connected here, connected here, connected here, and connected here. This management network is connected. Now I'm saying that you do the config. You prepare one of the configuration here and make all router configure via the OSPF, and make the OSPF neighborship, redistribute their routes, whatever route they have. Is it possible? Yes, it is possible. If you are going to use the Python script, I will show you how this Python is going to be done and how Python is going to be like understand. We are going to talk about it because we have to interpret the basic Python component in the script. So I'm going to explain how the Python is going to be look like, how JSON means JavaScript object notations means I will run Python on the box. Python on the box means I will run the Python on the routers. I will run the Python on the switch. And also we will see how by using that Python script, how by using the JSON script, we can make the configuration change on the real devices. How we can do the troubleshooting by using the Python and JSONs, right? How we can talk to devices from the API with the Python script and JSON script, because by using the Postman tool, that is also of our course discussion. So I will show you some, might be there is output or not. Let me see. I don't think it is going to work because this device is not available right now. So you can see this is my Cisco DNS Center, means Cisco SD-WAN. And you can see I'm running this get information. So it's giving that this is my Cisco vManage. And I can just get means just getting the information, but I want to do some configuration post. I want to delete some configuration. I want to put some configuration. So a lot of things I can do that by using these verbs. So we have to understand what is the meaning of the get verbs, post verbs, put verb, patch verb, delete verb. These all are part of the course and we have to understand. But for time being, get means we are just pulling the information from device and we have that all informations from the device Cisco we manage. So we will understand how my high level principle of the network benefits of data modeling language such as the YARN. Describe the API for the Cisco Catalyst Center SD manager. We have to understand how API is going to call. Like this is the lab. Actually, I want to show you the lab. I was showing that you do this one. Describe the API Cisco Catalyst Center manager and how my postman is talking to this particular device. So if I'm just sending that, I'm getting the information, but I want to do some policy changes. I want to do some kind of template creation. Is it possible we can do that? Yes, it is possible we can do that. If I want to get some kind of the routing information, it's also possible we can get that. Interpret REST API, response data code, result like REST API, data code. So this is a response code, means any website we are going to access. Let's suppose I just go here and put www.youtube/this. So probably you are getting that something wrong. Let me www. Any random website. Probably you are going to get the 404 error. That it was shown here means 404 is going to be your website is unreachable. Means the website you are trying to reach, that is unreachable. So if you are going to be get here, response code. There are a lot of response code is going to be there. See, you might not recognize, but when you're going for the any kind of the website access, website is not able to access, so you're going to get response code like 202 is accepted. Most error you're going to get in the 400 series range. Means bad URL request, unauthorized, payment required, forbidden, not found, like that. So not acceptable. So these errors are known as the HTTP like response code error. So we have to test these also, how these all are going to be functions and how these all are going to work and how basically we are going to get this different kind of the response code when you're going to interact with the any kind of the Catalyst Center vManagers via the RESTCONF or REST API. Also, we have to understand how the EEM applet script is going to work. I mean, let's suppose I have one of the router, somebody is setting that loopback interface. Let's take an example. One of the branch location in very remote, and I have the one router. There is no other way to connect to this branch except the WAN. And here is my remote jump server, remote user. But somebody mistaken shut down this interface. Then what is going to happen? If the somebody is going to shut down this interface, your router पूरा आपका inaccessible हो जाएगा. And when the router is going to be inaccessible, you are going to lose the connectivity. Then you have to send someone on the site and who is going to be give the console access. Then you are going to be restored that particular router. But that's not a good solution. We have to do some automation. Even somebody going to mistaken shut down this interface, it will automatically become a no shut. Just giving the example, this all kind of work is going to possible with the EEM applet automation configurations. This EM applet automation is going to give it even mistaken you are removing the configuration, deleting the configuration, shutting down the interface. Those are going to be automatically reverse back because script is running on the box. And if any user, any mistaken command is going to run, but you're running the explicit EM applet automation script on the router, that is going to roll back all your configurations on previous stage. And also we have to understand agent versus agentless orchestration tool. Like we have a lot of orchestration tool available in the market. So if you go here, let me show you. So I will explain in very detail what are the agentless and what is the agent-based. Anyone have any idea what is agentless and agent-based? So I will explain, but we have a tool. If you go here, a lot of tools are going to be there. like you can see, we have the Ansible, we have the Puppet, we have the Server Test Tech. These are the automation tool. So we'll learn about that. Any question till here, guys, about the module, about the expectation? So I'm going to cover 100% these modules. Means whatever the module we have, these modules are going to be 100% covered without any means issue. And as per the syllabus, I'm going to cover everything, whatever. It's going to be a little bit lengthy sessions because a lot of theory we have to understand, but definitely we'll go structured way. We'll try to understand step by step each and every concept, and we'll cover that. Guys, questions? Anyone have any questions? Please ask me. No questions?
So we won't cover wireless in this new syllabus.
There is no wireless. Wireless has
Okay.
been removed. Okay, wireless has been
Okay.
completely removed. But if you have any wireless concept requirement, just let me know. I will cover because I'm also instructor for the wireless. So anything if you have
Yeah.
in mind you want to understand, just ask me. I'll cover that. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So
Thank
if
you.
you want to understand something like a wireless, how wireless work, what is the
Yeah,
AP,
just the basic.
yeah, I will cover. Don't worry. Basic I'll cover.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Any other questions, guys? Any other questions? Let me see. I actually lose. Hold on.
And sir, what would be the duration of this course?
This is going to be almost 2 months, okay, minimum.
Okay.
Okay. So this is going to weekend class, okay, and this weekend class is going to be 10 to 12:30 is a slot, right? Today I'm not going to take that much time, okay, but from next class onwards, it's going to be 10 to 12:30 class, and it's going to be 5 hours in a week. So almost 2 months we are going to cover this session.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. And lab is going to be there till the session is there. 2 month minimum lab is there, but if you're going to extend the session, if 2.5 months, it's going to be there. So I know there is a holy festival, so a lot of people are on the leave, so many people miss that class due to the holy festival. So we'll continue from the next week anyhow. Means after Holi, today 1st March. So this session was planned for the 1st March only, but due to the holy festival, a lot of people are on the leave, so many have not joined. So we'll start this 7th March and we continue from here. So 7th March we'll start the first module. Okay.
Okay, sir.
All right. चलो ठीक है. So 7th को मिलते हैं. We'll continue from here. Thank you guys. Okay.
Sir, I have one query.
Yes, please tell me.
Sir, is there any module regarding ORSARC, means packet analysis tools, like that?
What is, can you come again?
ORSARC.
We'll cover. Wireshark will cover. Don't worry. बता देना. मैं cover करा दूंगा. ठीक है.
Okay,
Wireshark
वो थोड़ा
कैसे पैकेट कैप्चर होती है. बेसिक
एक्चुअली
टूल है.
एक्चुअली सर क्या है ना, मैं CCNA कर चुका हूँ. उसके
हाँ.
बाद पालो अल्टो भी, मतलब आपका क्लास मैंने ऐसे ही नॉर्मली यूट्यूब पे आप मतलब आप पढ़ाने से पहले मैंने दूसरा जगह पे पालो अल्टो भी कर लिया था.
हाँ.
अभी FortiGate ये सब, बट क्वेश्चन अभी मतलब इंटरव्यू का जब रहा ना, वो वेयर सर के बारे में पूछते हैं ज्यादा कि पैकेट एनालिसिस का कुछ ये है
We'll
क्या.
cover. We'll cover. Don't worry. We'll cover. Wireshark will cover. ठीक है. बता
ओके सर,
दूंगा.
थैंक यू.
ठीक है. Done. Done. Don't worry. चलो guys. See you again. Bye bye. Thank you.